Jemama.
What are you teaching on?
Jemama.
I was gonna get it.
Short. I left a lot of open spaces for questions and all that.
What are you doing it on?
Where magic came from.
Where magic came from.
A magical history?
Just
Know where magic came from.
Magical history. Okay.
Think about and ask questions. I write down stuff, and then I answer more later on. It leads into more and more different directions.
Yeah.
about
So
this.
it's like where the concept of magic came from?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Okay.
You're, sorry, I apologize for interrupting. Where magic came from?
Yeah, like how, where it came from, like, why would they call it magic, why it came about,
Okay, well, I just want to know what the title is so I can...
and it's basically like involved in everything. Like, I just wrote this up a little fast, by a bunch of notes that I started writing up. Where did magic come from? Magic is the alleged art and science of causing change with the will.
Slow down.
Yeah, way slower, please. Slow.
Well, and then
Magic is the alleged art and science of causing change with the will by non-physical means.
Alleged art of...
That's where I'm at. Magic is the art and science of causing change in conformity with will.
No. Magic is the alleged art and science of causing change with the will by non-physical means. Like a magician would use his demons or spirits or whoever to do what he wants.
And non-what means?
Non-physical.
Is the alleged art of...
alleged art and science of causing change with
With the will by non-physical means.
We're sorry, we have to keep asking.
We're only one
Your notes
sentence
are so-
into it.
that was just an interesting sentence that we had to all comprehend it.
I looked up the word alleged.
I'll try the next sentence, see if I can get it.
The alleged art and science of causing change with the non-physical means.
Okay. It's hard to define, but can be theorized.
What?
It's hard to define, but can be theorized.
Hard to define, but can be theorized. Okay.
And we know that most came from the belief in the many various gods and everything around us, and every religion known to man. Magic is used in all known gods and goddesses, whatever. And that's why it came about. How it came about was you hear thunder. You're a caveman, you hear thunder, so there's something up there doing that, and they think it's somebody, a god, or whoever.
So it came about as an explanation of the unknown.
Yes. Magic was and is used today in all faiths, even though you get arguments, especially from Christian faith, that they'll say there's no magic used in it whatsoever, no rituals. They call it mass and belief.
It's used in all faiths.
That is Christian faith. There'll be arguments about that. 'Cause I was a basic Christian for 3 years, and I talked about it, and I couldn't get not one of them to think outside the box. It was very hard. Every religion has rituals, or they can call gatherings or even mass. Right now we're having a gathering. We did have a little ritual, and many churches I've been to, you have gatherings. You have what they call, you go to tables and talk to other people, so that's your little masses you have inside there, your little gatherings inside there, and it's always in a circle. So, and everybody knows here the circle is a magic symbol.
Here.
Yes.
You're familiar with the triple chain theory? Magic? Eating together is one of the
Well, that's
strengtheners.
yeah, this has to do with all that. What I'm saying is all religions have this. Every religion has something in common, and there is magic involved. If you're married, you get a ring in your finger. That's a magic symbol.
As a gathering?
Magic was used as a ritual at the wedding.
Yeah, it's a symbol of binding in that
Yeah.
sense.
Ball and chain.
And that's why kings always wore a round crown. It was always supposed to be a ring. You know, that's why it was so old type. It didn't have a cap on it versus Lord of the Rings, you know, and that was a symbol.
A binding.
There's many different ways they call it, but that was just a magic symbol because it kept going. And you notice later on that you started using the unity knot. That was Celtic, wasn't it?
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wear all of them, right here.
That was another binding magic symbol.
I think it's called a claudad, or something like that.
Let's see. You have things like necromancy, which is the method of divination and black magic. The name itself, necro, comes from the word. I can't remember how you pronounce this. Niger. I don't say Niger. Niger, which is the meaning of black. And the word mancy is from Latin mancia, meaning soothsayer, meaning foreteller. And in most religions, anything like that, I'm not say all, but most will say that is a sign of evil, even though it can be used
Wait,
for good.
so the term Nancy or Mancia is used as a term for evil, or was? You mean?
No, that's
No,
for
it's
the.
the meaning is soothsayer,
Yeah,
and which is the meaning for foreteller, fortune teller.
Yeah.
Someone foresees.
but no, did you just say that the word Mancy was used as a form of?
No, it comes from the Latin word, mancia, M-A-N-C-I-A.
M-A-N what?
TIA.
Like
So
cartomancy.
necromancy is like the little girl who
Yeah.
knows the neighbor's
mancy
house
is
is going
Latin,
to burn
it came
down
from the word
before it
mancy,
happens.
soothsayer.
Yeah, well, I know what Mancy and different types of Mancy. and
Well, necromancy is a term for sorcerer, but it's usually used in
Necro was
one
the evil
letter.
one.
yeah. Well, no.
What
okay.
is this, what's seer?
Soothsayer or foreteller. It is the same thing.
Oh, sooth.
Yeah, soothsayer. I don't have the list, but which is hard for me.
Yeah, is there a way we can get a copy of these notes? Because I'm not. I ain't
supposed
used
to
up
take
either.
notes.
I know, I'm
Just like
trying.
Gary, he was being a jackass.
Your best.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
We
truth is
know
also
Mandy
called
doesn't look
evil?
Well, soothsayer is foreteller.
Oh, foreteller.
Anybody that foresee the future was considered evil for some reason. I don't understand why.
Don't really say it's kind of hard when you're like that way.
So Gary,
A
Gary,
little bit of translation.
Gary. So if you have intuitions about bad things that are going to happen, then
Yeah, a long
you're,
time ago you burned the witch.
that's necromancy.
Someone who tries to do it. It's natural. I mean, a person like what's his face, just staring at the bowl of water.
Nostradamus.
Yeah, Nostradamus. That was necromancy. That's what they considered necromancy. Even though you're not doing it for evil, they thought of it. You know, if you can do that, that was the evil, and you can't do that because only God can do that. So if you can do it, you weren't God, you were the devil, or a witch, and you were being helped by the devil, and then be a snake.
So necromancy was considered evil, although
It's not necessarily.
it's not necessary. It could be used for evil. But
It was considered.
It
It
was
was considered. That's how it was. It's because of the way it was spelled. The necro,
What did necro mean again?
Niger, which is black.
N-I-G-E-R?
Yeah. So I guess it's a. I forgot to look at how it's spelled.
What's that?
Probably N-I-G-R-E.
N-I-G-E-R.
ER.
N-I-G-R-E.
There's a country.
That's a country called Niger. Yeah, it's not Niger. It's Niger.
Niger.
So there's Nigeria.
so the necro part.
Yeah. It was black. And the mancy is soothsayer. You know, in other words, you're in the black arts of seeing the future or past.
Please spell that.
Has
S-O-O-T-H, S-A-Y-E-R,
Double-O.
T-H,
T-H.
S-A-Y-E-R.
Soothsayer?
Yeah, that's an old term.
So anyone who tries to see the future and see something bad happen is doing necromancy.
Yeah, so maybe that's how it happened. You don't know, you know, maybe, you know, someone said, oh, you're going to die soon to the king, and he's like, kill him.
And Nancy, that's like what?
Yeah, necro, N-E-C-R-O, Nancy, M-A-N-C-Y.
And the Nancy is the what?
is foreteller, foreseer.
It's a form of divination, right?
Gary, I'll explain later. I'm gonna do something on divination when I teach, so I'll explain.
Okay.
I got it.
And
Selena will
necromancer
explain it later.
Yeah,
I'll
necromancer
explain
is like a
later.
sorcerer. They do the same kind of stuff. It's a type of deal. Okay, now sorcery is learned and not intrinsic. In other words, it's something you learn. It's not something you already have. You can actually learn it. It's dealt with all the rituals and so on. It's used for both black and white magics, which most people know because I've dealt with both. Alchemy trying with alchemy, which was to find the philosopher's stone and to turn base metals into gold and for longevity of life. People have been said to have a piece of philosopher's stone, but it was never been proven. And most people here know that alchemy is the alchemist, which is today's chemistry, which has developed a lot of things, from people who were using the modern pestle making things. Alchemist started with what we know as chemistry today and has been used for thousands of years, even though it most likely was not used at first to find the philosopher's stone. It could have been because people were messing with stuff and finding out things taste good and then other things kill people. They figured out they could do a lot of different things by putting stuff together. And they're probably bored. It's not like they didn't have TV.
Joe's got a question behind you. Nice.
I'm really not trying to be difficult.
Repeat the whole last section.
Is there a way you can find spots so we can all hear you? Because I can hear half of what I can
Sit in your pink chair.
Yeah, sit in the pink
Sit
chair.
in your
Or
pink
stand
chair.
by
That
the-
might be helping.
I thought we were supposed to be standing.
You are usually, but these peeps right here came,
Stay
and
back
so
by the tree.
Normally the person
Project your
teaches
voice.
up there.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm
Crap
just
back.
trying to...
we'll have everybody teach by the tree.
Okay, the term magic has been around for at least 600 years, the actual word, but has been used since the dawn of humankind. What people do is a piece of paper and a pencil, whatever, and just write down 3 things that you believe would be part of any kind of alchemy, necromancy, sorcery, in today's civilized life that people just don't think about. Just write down 3 things and we can discuss or something like that. But it would be kind of something to do. No?
Carol?
Charms like crosses that people
Well,
wear around their
that's
necks.
already used.
Oh.
I'm talking about something that, like a wedding. People, that's a Christian thing when you think about it. Magic is used in it because it's a circle. You have a ritual.
But also using the ring as a symbol.
Yeah.
Because
So,
you're,
so it's a ritual.
because you're binding.
It's a ritual. It's a gathering. Also, it's all that. So there's many things that we do.
Funerals are also.
Baking different kinds of breads. The bread, was a plain meal until they started adding things to it for different rituals and stuff like ceremonies.
Like the friendship bread that starts out in a jar and you pass it to your friends and that's supposed to
Yeah,
bring
so
new friends
stuff
to
like
you
that.
and stuff
Okay,
like
so-
that.
so-
A simple symbol is like the crosses that Christians wear around their neck. That's just basically the same thing as wearing
If you
charms and amulets and things
so
like
if you're doing a
that.
Christmas dinner and you make a bread like that, that's a ritual. It's part of the ceremony thing. Stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, what about taking the blood in the body of Christ for Christians? That's a ritual, whether they want.
Yeah, it's all.
That's a serious ritual, whether they want to believe it or not.
I used to tell them this stuff, and they would no, that's a different belief.
Because
no, it's still a ritual.
It's a ritual.
It's a ceremony.
It's a ceremony because in the Christian religion, you're not really supposed to take the body or blood of Christ until you've been baptized. Then
That's
after you're baptized, then it's
Actually,
then
it's after you're confirmed.
yeah.
After you're confirmed.
Yeah.
And technically, You can be it baptized, is, but not be in the confirmed. Catholic Church, it's considered a rite. It's not actually considered just a thing that you do, like walking up to the front.
Right.
It's the rite of communion.
Right.
And that's what they call it. And I don't understand how they can say that it's not a ritual and that it doesn't have anything to do with magic when you're in you're manifesting the bread and the wine
Exactly.
into being the body and the blood.
That's exactly
And
right.
you're
You see us
taking it in
doing this?
yourself. That's
They do the same
magic.
thing.
And cannibalism.
That was my point right there.
Yeah.
This is gonna
Good
sound
point.
strange, but a birthday party.
It's a ritual of when you were born.
Mhm.
Oh, well, when they blow out the candles, they make a wish.
And the cake's usually round.
Well, it'd be the same
Yeah,
thing with,
yeah, the cake is usually round.
but then it'd be the same thing with baby showers, bridal showers.
Yeah.
They're all gatherings.
Yep.
They're gift giving.
Kind
Yeah,
of rites of passage. A
yeah.
lot of rites of passage.
Graduations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bar
graduation,
mitzvah, the bat mitzvah.
Bachelor
those are all-
parties.
Of course Gary would say that. No, 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 strippers don't count. Of course. We're videotaping this, nabbit.
So yeah, it's and a lot of people don't think about it, you know, and it's stuff that's been used for since man has basically started thinking weird things.
And basically, if you think about it, in churches they have a lot of like men's Bible study groups, women's Bible study groups. That's basically what we're doing here. We're having a study group.
And we do separate male and female when we have enough men.
Yeah, and we just call it group. But we're
We do.
having with it, you know, we're having a coffee clutch. It's the same thing.
Yeah, you do now.
Have a gathering of people of like mind, sharing their ideas about that subject. That's basically the same thing, and I don't see how they can differentiate and make ours evil and theirs not evil just because they believe it's not.
Well, I believe anything that's not Christian is evil, so it's
You-
not
you-
just not
Well, I
just
understand that, but that goes with not just Christians, that goes with a lot of
Catholics,
different,
too.
it goes with Muslims, it goes with us.
Mhm.
I mean, there's a lot of our own groups that believe that Christians are wrong and that they're evil, and that's not right either, for us to turn the tables around and, you know, we can't have a double standard.
And that's the reason why our group is different and we believe everybody's religion is right for themselves.
Correct.
That's why we're eclectic. Not everybody here, you know, believes in everybody of what everybody teaches. So, you know, that's a great thing. Okay?
Anything else? Anything else? Want me to look later on?
Yeah.
Do hear more?
Are you gonna take it one time?
What?
Are you gonna take it one time?
Take it one time.
Didn't you want us to write down 3 things or something like that?
Well, I asked
We
what we
just
want to do it,
discussed
we,
it.
and we just like basically discussed it. I mean, if you want, you have more questions, go ahead, if you really want to. Okay.
So those were supposed to be examples of necromancy or alchemy?
All the above.
Magic.
This is magic.
Examples of magic.
Yeah, I mean, magic has to do with all this stuff, history, where it came from,
Yeah.
and where it led to. And so these are just some notes that I thought of real fast and just
Now,
kind of wrote down.
old magic
Go ahead.
that I read about is like the cave paintings. You know, the first art was that mankind started doing that we've don't discover, like the paintings of they'll paint the hunter shooting.
Yeah, they could have ceremonies where they're painting
buffalo
that.
or a oh, what's that big elephant thing? A mammoth. You know, and then they would have a ritual and a ceremony in there before the hunt.
Mhm.
And that's how, from my understanding, that's how art was created, was because
Mhm.
Well, it's
Music.
just like, it's just like the ritual, and some hunters still do it today, that when they go out and they make a kill, and this goes back to the Native Americans and to the nomads and things, and when they make a kill, the person who made the kill is the one that's supposed to eat the heart or the liver or whatever part of the body
Mhm.
they
bloody.
feel is sacred, or rub the blood on
Yep.
themselves or whatever. That's a ritual.
My dad used to always take a bite of the liver as soon as he gutted it. But that was his ritual, and then you save the heart for later.
I don't pop it.
Yeah, we forgot about the heart in one of the Tupperware things. Anyway,
Get it in a lot, don't pop the guts out, 'cause it's
okay. All right, Gary, that's it.
That's it.
Thank you.